Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live video. Today, we're going to discuss why people think business credit doesn't work. There's some contact information here. So 877-600-2487 in order to contact with any questions, schedule consultations, email their info@creditsuite.com as well. And you will actually see creditsuite.com/monitoring where you can get free business credit reports. Okay. So why people think business credit doesn't work. All right, we're going to cover some myths here. Business credit does work. Some people think it doesn't. There's a few reasons for this. May not understand what it really is. So what is business credit? Is it real? I heard people talking about it. What exactly is it? Some people think it's a scam. Some people think that they've heard people not get results, or maybe they had to personally guarantee something in order to get it. So it's not real. You can't really do this. So they think it's a scam. So somebody who's been turned down for financing due to bad business credit is another reason why somebody thinks it doesn't exist. Somebody still has to have a personal guarantee, even with business credit. So that's another reason why some people think it isn't real. They don't even know it exists. So again, back to the top, they may not really understand what it really is. So it's kind of plays into the same realm there. You don't know that it exists, so you just don't think it's real. So we're going to address each of these today, okay? All right, so people do not fully understand what business credit is. A lot of business owners think that if they simply put their business name on the application, the financing they get is considered business credit. They also think if a credit card is called a business credit card, then that is considered business credit. So business credit is actually quite different. We're going to go over why. The assumption that business credit is like personal credit can be what keeps you from getting funding. Business credit is credit that is connected to your business only. Your business only, not connected to you personally, okay? It is completely separate from your personal credit. In order to accomplish this, your business has to be completely separate from you as the owner, okay? Simply using the name of your business on a credit application will not accomplish that. Also, if you're only 1 day late on your business account, it will be reported on your business credit report. So some differences between how personal credit reports and how business credit reports. This is a big one that you need to keep in mind. Personal credit, you have that window, sometimes 30 days before you get reported late. On business credit, they can report you late, being 1 day past your payment due date. So always make your payments on time. That's something that will hurt your business credit score. So for personal credit, legally late payment cannot be reported until the 30 days late. Just mentioned that. All right, so unless your business is set up to be a separate entity from you as the owner, then the debts that your business have will show up on your personal credit report, okay? This is part of keeping it separate. You don't want to be personally responsible for any kind of business debt. It is very important that you know this and try to accomplish this and build out your business credit profile. 2020, right? Just a recent example of there's a lot of business owners out there who were affected from the coronavirus, and a lot of people had to shut their doors. Their revenue was completely shut down. They had no money coming in whatsoever. And the debt they had with their business was either on personal credit cards, personal loans they took out, loans against their house, whatever it was. They still had to make those payments. And when the revenue stopped coming in and they couldn't make those payments on their personal debts, because they are considered personal debts, a lot of people ruined their personal credit in doing so. Some people had to file bankruptcy. Like it's very important you keep it separate. And that's just a recent example of how or what could happen. You just never see it coming, okay? So to accomplish this, you have to do a few things. The first step is to separate your contact information, okay? I talked about this a few days ago on another video. You need to separate your contact information between you and your business. So that's phone number, that's your address, your email address. Do not use your personal contact information for your business. So vendor slash trade accounts seem to prefer a non-residential business address now more than ever. So PO boxes, personal addresses, even though most of us work from home or whatever, don't need the brick and mortar, all the overhead, your best bet is to at least do a virtual address there. Okay. So again, getting an EIN from the IRS, incorporate your business, get a Dun and Bradstreet number or Dunn's number. You also need a dedicated business bank account. Use this information to apply for certain credit accounts in the name of your business. Okay, so again, separate contact information, phone number, email address, getting an EIN number. That's technically the quote unquote social for your business. Incorporate your business, get a Dun and Bradstreet number, set up a business bank account. Those are fundability factors. That's a basic fundability checklist. Those are things that need to be done before you start applying for credit without using your social. Okay, we talk about this a lot, but use that information to apply for certain credit accounts in the name of your business. Then you're going to be well on your way to actual business credit that does not show up on your personal credit reports. Okay, so some people think that business credit is a scam. Many people do not think business credit works because they think it's a scam. This is for good reason. There's a lot of scammers out there that claim to be able to get you business credit. So this is huge. They will claim they can start over with great credit just by paying them. They'll try to sell you a credit protection number to use, okay? Instead of an EIN or social, they call it a credit protection number. In fact, this number could be a stolen social security number from someone who's deceased or maybe a child. So stay away from that. That scam, right? That's got scam written all over it. So that's an example of why people think this is scam, because they ran into people like that, companies like that. Some companies will claim they report positive credit in your business name, but they charge you a fee to do so. If your business is not set up as a separate entity, it's not going to work anyways. So you may have heard of purchasing authorized user accounts or trade lines on the personal credit side, and it reports to your personal credit as positive credit, but it's not real. It's authorized user accounts. The banks see right through that. It's a waste of time and a waste of money. So it doesn't work on personal credit. It's not going to work on business credit. So purchasing positive credit and not actually applying and doing it organically, it's not going to help you. So those accounts will be reported on your personal credit report, and you could face felony charges, right? If it sounds fishy, it's probably going to be fishy. Legit business credit is never a scam. A company that really helps you build your business credit is going to do the following. They're going to help you set up your business as a separate entity. Again, the 8 or 9 fundability factors we talked about in the beginning. So they're going to help you set up your business as a separate entity. It's one thing that we do. They're going to help you assess your current fundability status. So making sure that if there's any things that needs to be set up, if there's any changes that need to be made with the Secretary of State, if your address needs to be updated, your phone number needs to be registered, all of those things, that's assessing your fundability status, and then figure out how to increase that status. So making those changes and adjustments. They're also going to help you find and get approval for accounts that will report your payments to the Business Credit Reporting Agency. So this is huge here. They're going to help you find and get approvals for accounts that report your payments to the Business Credit Reporting Agencies. There are a lot of lenders out there who will, quote, give you business credit, approve you for business credit. We offer business credit loans and financing. But if you ask them if they report to the business credit bureaus, over 90% of them are going to say no. That doesn't help you. That doesn't help you build business credit. If you're making payments to them and they're not reporting to the business credit profiles or the business credit bureaus, then it's pointless. It's not helping you build business credit, okay? So that's a huge question to ask for anybody who says they offer business credit building, all right? The bigger business credit reporting agencies are Dun & Bradstreet. That's the largest. You got Experian. You have Equifax. So these are things that are worth paying for when it comes to business credit. A company that will do this is offering legitimate expert help, not a scam. They can help you build real business credit, okay? So not somebody who talks about using a social, not somebody who says we can report positive, reports to your business credit bureaus. All you gotta do is pay us a fee for that, and you don't have to do anything. That's not real. The real way to do it is applying for credit with companies that report to the business credit reports, and having a company help you access those accounts, right? So they can help you build real business credit. All right, so some people think that business credit doesn't work even if they have it, because they still need a personal guarantee. All right, so that means personal guarantor. It may not show up on your personal credit at all, but if you default, the account can still be added to your personal credit as a collection, as an open collection. So it's going to report late payment history and everything else. So being personally guaranteed still isn't officially separating. Also, since you're liable, you can lose personal assets, including your house. So again, you're not protecting yourself. For many, that defeats the purpose of business credit. This absolutely does. So the idea behind business credit, and I'll keep saying it, is to protect yourself. The reason you incorporate, the reason you set up an entity, is to protect you personally, your assets, your family, your everything. Same thing about building business credit. The idea is to protect you financially from any kind of business debt. So if you're personally guaranteeing it, you're not really separating yourself. So there's two parts to this. First, there are accounts available without a personal guarantor if you have good business credit. There are also accounts that do not require a personal guarantee that can help you build business credit, okay? These are not usually traditional loans. So your traditional loans would be walking into a bank and saying, hey, I need $50,000 for my business. That bank, that's a traditional loan application. They are set, they have their guidelines, and they're gonna say, first thing, fill out this application when you look at your personal credit. It's gonna be one of the first questions. So typically, these are gonna start out with net 30 accounts. You're gonna see net 30 accounts, we call vendor accounts sometimes, some credit cards, and some loans from some non-traditional lenders. So traditional bank lending is walking into your local bank and asking for a business loan. So you can actually secure a business loan through some non-traditional lenders. The net 30 accounts, Visa, MasterCard, credit cards. All right. So avoiding giving out a personal guarantee. You just have to know who offers accounts, not requiring a PG, a personal guarantor. Okay. This is another thing that's worth paying for. This is not a scam. So to access that information, there's not a lot out there on the internet, and there's people that say you can and then you can't do it. So there's only so much information you can find on YouTube. But if you have a company that says we have a list of accounts that will not require a social and will also report to the Business Credit Bureau as a reporting trade line after you use them, that's the two boxes that need to be marked off. So that's another thing that's worth paying for, and you know that it's not a scam. Okay, so an actual business credit expert will be able to help you find these types of accounts. That's not all. Avoiding giving out a personal guarantee continued. If you do need a personal guarantee, good business credit can help you get an approval. In some cases, it can even reduce the personal guarantee requirement. So in either case, if you have both good business credit and good personal credit, there are more funding options available to you. So you just bring a little bit more to the table. But the biggest thing there that you can bring to the table that you're not doing already is the business credit. So build that out. So somebody who's been turned down for financing because of business credit, okay? So here's another myth. Some believe business credit doesn't work because they've been denied financing due to bad business credit. This does not mean that business credit does not work. Most often a borrower is turned down due to bad business credit for something other than a bad business credit score. So this is something that's going to blow your mind, but it is literally as simple as something not matching, not having a good phone number or email. We're going to get into that. There's more to business credit than the business credit score. Typically, the situation has more to do with the fundability issues. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning where we talk about separating yourself, setting up those fundability factors, a business bank account, Dun & Bradstreet number, the contact information. If it doesn't match or not set up in the business way, in the right way, Those are reasons why people get declined. So though you can definitely be denied due to poor business credit score, just as you can be denied due to a personal credit score. So same thing there. You can be denied due to a poor business credit score, just like you can on a personal credit score. But some people think when they're denied, it's automatically because they don't have a good business credit score. So they don't think it's real. So you can't do it. And it's something as simple as your fundability factors not being set up properly. So fundability encompasses much more than just making payments on accounts. So business credit is in fact just one piece of that fundability puzzle. Fundability has to do with everything from whether your name is listed correctly on every document to whether or not you have all the licenses you need to operate your business legally. Okay, so again, just more of information. We're kind of repeating ourselves here. So fundability has to do with everything from whether your name is listed correctly on every document, making sure everything matches. If something isn't done properly, the spelling of your business name, there's different addresses or phone numbers, whatever it is, it's going to throw up a flag in the system for underwriting. If something doesn't match, they're going to detect fraud. They're going to decline you. That's protocol. So it's something. So fundability is everything matching. Okay, having your licenses if it's required. So check your local state and government, see what's required. If you need a license to operate in your business, then you need one. Okay, get one. So why consistent records matter for business credit. So a person can have a good business credit score and a good personal credit score, still be turned down for financing. Okay. The number one cause for this is fraud concerns. That's like I just said. They're going to detect fraud if something doesn't match. It's going to throw up a flag. The concerns stem from problems in the fundability of a business. Okay. So how do you build strong fundability? The first step is to set your business up to be a separate entity, as noted earlier. That's not all. Fundability includes strong personal credit. It also includes a strong professional online presence. So this is something that they're going to look at. Influencers, somebody who's got a following, somebody who looks large, it looked like been in business for a long time. They're very successful. So those are things that they can look at to determine whether you are fundable or not. The goal is to make your business appear to be legitimate and strong to lenders. Okay. So for example, your business needs a professional business website. This is something that you've probably heard. It's recommended, but not required. This is an example. It is highly recommended for you to have a professional business website built out. It does make you look legit. It makes you look large, and it makes lenders want to lend you money. Also, your business email should have the same URL as your business website. Kind of connects the dots there, make you look legit. It should not be from a free service such as Hotmail, Gmail, or Yahoo. And again, they're trying to detect fraud. Everything that we're doing here is without using your social, okay? So how easy is it for somebody to come in, not ever give out their social, they never paid for an email or a phone number or had a website built out, but they're going to go and apply for credit for money they never plan on paying back. So to prevent that from happening, to prevent these companies from lending to people who are just literally applying for credit because their social's not attached, there's no way to trace them or track them, to prevent them from lending to people who never plan on paying them back, they are making sure that they're lending money to companies who look like they'll pay them back. So look like a legit business. So using free services for things in your business, like maybe already using a cell phone number because you've paid for it, or it's just, or using a Hotmail or Gmail or Yahoo, just doesn't look good. Doesn't look good on application. These are simple. These are very simple things to take care of. You should have these done anyways if you plan on being a legit business. But these are reasons why people get declined, as simple as this. More on how you build strong fundability. Of course, as mentioned, your name and address need to be listed the same way everywhere. So make sure everything matches. If you change an address or you change a phone number or you edit something, make sure you go through and you change it everywhere. Don't just change it on your website. Don't just change it on your business card. Change it with the Secretary of State. Change it with the IRS. Change it everywhere, Dun & Bradstreet. So making sure that you have it listed And when you make a change, just change it everywhere. So if there's multiple addresses, they all need to be listed the same. So if you use an ampersand once and you use it every time or not at all, okay? So if you're writing out the word and, make sure you write out the word and everywhere. If you're using the ampersand, make sure you use the ampersand sign everywhere. Don't do it sometimes and then and sometimes, okay? Make sure it's all consistent. So if you move and add a location or close a location, you have to make that change on every piece of paper that mentions said location. All right, so more on this. That means your business name and your personal name has to look exactly the same on leases, any legal documents, all of your insurance documents, business websites, everything. Everything I mentioned plus everything in this list right here. Just make sure your everything matches everywhere. All right. So any discrepancies will set off a fraud warning for lenders, and then you could be declined for that. Other things that can affect fundability, beside business credit and personal credit, are business financials. Okay. Personal finances, information from data collection agencies, even the timing of when you apply for financing can affect your ability to get funding. Okay. So business financials, personal financials, information from data collection agencies, and the timing of when you apply for financing can affect your ability to get funding. Business credit does not work, or business credit does work, but you need expert help. So the key to making sure business credit works for you is enlisting the help of a business credit expert or company. A business credit expert can help you ensure your business is set up properly. They can also help find surprises lurking in your past that could be affecting fundability. Okay, so they're going to make sure that your fundability factors are taken care of, and then make sure that you are set up in the way to receive approvals before any applications go out. If you get with a company and they did not go through your fundability factors and make sure you're lendable, they're doing it wrong. Okay, that's the very first thing that needs to happen. They can help you find and apply for accounts that report to the business credit agencies. Okay, so this is something, again, that we're very proud of. We've got close to 80 different accounts listed in the program right now. It's constantly growing, of accounts that report to your business credit bureau. Okay, that is key. It's got to mark off 2 boxes, right? They're going to approve you without using your social, and they report to the business credit bureaus after you use them. So make sure you're asking those questions. They can steer you away from accounts that may do more harm than good. So in short, it is very difficult to build business credit from scratch without some kind of help, some kind of knowledge, some kind of support. 2 main reasons for this is most business owners don't understand how their business needs to be set up to build business credit, right? So just not knowing how. And here's the biggest statistic that you take away from this today. Only 7% of business credit issuers actually report payments to the business credit reporting agencies. Earlier, I mentioned there's more than 90%. I was pretty close. So more than 90% of the accounts that claim they offer business credit and business lending, they don't even report. They're not here to help you build your business credit. So it's not going to help. You're going to pay them fees and interest and everything else, and they're never going to report your good payment history. No other lender ever knows that you paid off a good business loan. So make sure you're asking if they report to the business credit bureaus. Only 7% of business credit issuers actually report payments to the business credit bureaus. Okay, so that's an astonishing number. But it makes it hard. It makes it hard to do it on your own. It just brings more value into dealing with a business credit expert so you can get that list of accounts who actually do report. Okay, yet almost every business lender is checking your business credit report. Look at that. So they are going to look at your report to approve you or deny you, but if they approve you, 93% of them will not even report. They're going to use the report for you or against you, but not help you build it. Okay, so this is the main reason why people think business credit doesn't work, because it's very limited on the amount of people that actually help you build business credit. An expert can ensure that you not only get set up properly to build business credit, they can also walk you through the building process. Okay, so this is something else to keep in mind when you are out there looking for an expert or company like us. Making sure you have somebody that isn't just there in the beginning, but they're there after that investment. They're there during the process. They're there to take calls and answer and help you successfully acquire credit in a certain timeline or a certain dollar amount. Tell them what your goals are. So help you find the funding that you need to run and grow your business, something specific to you, okay, not generic for everybody. So we're going to recap this. A lot of information today. Just again, why people think business credit isn't real or doesn't work. So many people think business credit does not work. There's a few reasons. We covered this again. They don't understand what it really is. They think it's a scam. They've been turned down for financing due to bad business credit. They still have a personal guarantee even with business credit. All right, so it does work. The key is to having business credit expert walk you through the business credit building process and help you find the funding you need. So there's your solution there at the bottom, okay? So this will be able to be rewatched and available, I'm sure, on YouTube later today. So if you didn't get a chance to follow along completely or take notes, this will be available. Again, you can always request for a replay. Reach out to the 877-600-2487 phone number with any questions. Email info@creditsuite.com. Don't forget to get your free business credit reports at creditsuite.com/monitoring. Again, if you have any questions, just please reach out to us. I hope this was informational and helpful, and we talk to you soon. Thank you so much.